My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. I have had a little quick look behind the scenes, not in-game, but I've just seen the post on Reddit about this brawl. They're pre-selected decks, you get to choose a class. 7, apparently, cards in your deck will be random spells from that class. And you also obviously have access to your hero power, but the rest of your deck is only web spinners, so it's a lot like the Hunter challenge in the Naxxramas expansion. So I'm really fucking down like Charlie Brown to play this. So I've just got to think, which of these has the best spells for dealing with 1/1s? Obviously you've got the ping from Mage, you've also got the weapon from Rogue, which is twice as efficient as the Mage's ping, but if my opponent is going to be generating a lot of beasts, I probably want to have relatively high health, so that I can avoid dying to them. So the Rogue isn't probably going to be that powerful. I'm going to say the Mage, especially because you've got board clear and basically the best spells out of all of the classes. That's the Mage's point. Yeah, let's go with Mage. I should probably note off the top of the episode as well that I'm slightly under the weather at the moment. Just some sort of a routine cold. I'm taking like 4 different cold and flu medications at the moment. So hopefully they merge very well with my new coffee. I was complaining last episode that I was probably playing really badly because I was on tilt because my coffee was so bad. No, I was just playing very badly because I am not that familiar with Tempo Mage, and that's what I was trying to do for the majority of it. But just on the off chance that it wasn't that, I've thrown away the other coffee. And now it's all about that Nestle 43 meta. Arcane Explosion Spellbender. I'll keep Web Spinner, because if my opponent just like fills a board with Web Spinners, I just Arcane Explosion them all. Okay, so I'm going to have 2 Web Spinners next turn, that's nice. My opponent's going to have much more ability to go for face. This could be a problem. Ooh, another Web Spinner? Maybe it's Arcane Explosion. No, you know what? I'm gonna rely on them going for face as well, because they're a hunter deck, so they'll have more face, right? So I've got to trick them into going constantly face, and then boom, Arcane Explosion Web Spinner. Check that shit, bitch. It's also worth noting, just in case you are unfamiliar, what the Web Spinner does is anytime it dies, it summons adds a random beast card to the hand of the person controlling it. So I'm actually relatively okay with this. Haunted Creeper is going to be like a Web Spinner beater. Just going to beat him down. So I'm really hoping that I've got like a Pyroblast or a Fireball or something in my deck. All of these decks are pre-made, but apparently the spell... Fixing my chair there. Apparently the spells that are included in the deck are entirely based on RNG. So I'm not always going to have Arcane Explosion. I'm not always going to have Spellbender, that kind of thing. Okay, now you go face. What are you doing, you lame dick? Now you go face. Oh, I can ping my own Gazrilla. That's gonna be dope as fuck. My opponent is the lamest human of all time, trading for minions. Well, that's going to be the majority of their web spinners now, so... Well done. You evaded my plans, dick. Jungle Panther is kind of almost guaranteed damage, unless my opponent basically has an explosive trap or explosive shot. Then the Jungle Panther is going to get through. What exactly are they going to have in a Web Spinner only deck that's going to deal with stealth? King of Beasts? Maybe? Oh, Iron Fur Grizzly? Yeah, that'll work. Young Dragonhawk. Stone Tusk Boa. Go face. All face all the time. I have no time for anything that is not face. So, as a mage, there's no spell that I can draw that's a buff to the young Dragonhawk, so basically rip value. Oh wait, what if? What if I got Unstable Portal, and then out of Unstable Portal, I got the Houndmaster, and then I Houndmastered my young Dragonhawk? Oh baby. The value. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Some damage right there. Because your opponent's not going to have armor, your opponent's not going to have healing. So having a fireball basically is like, this is a fifth of your life that doesn't exist anymore. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Okay. 2 cards to deal with one of mine. It's fine. Although it's only 2 mana on their side and 3 on mine. So I've got Gazrilla next turn, which is going to require my opponent having really effective removal. It's not good. This is actually good. Oh, Savannah Highmane! Yeah, the balanced Highmane. Now, I actually recall, just on the topic of the Savannah Highmane, there was a comment quite some time ago by Jamie Source where he asked why I have the rare gem here rather than legendary. First off, I'm not that good of a ranked player. I mean, what was the highest I ever... What is the highest I've ever gotten in ranked? Let's check my stats casually right now. Oh, I'll check them later then. Oh no, Mike's no. No. Hang on. I can ping this twice. I can ping it with my own fireball. Hang on, 12, 24. Bam, I've got it. Well played. Ping it with my own fireball in order to do lethal. Oh, that was fun. That was the most damage I could get done, rather than without attacking first with the other one. So we won our first match. Well, that's done. I hope you enjoyed. No. As you may recall, the way that I said I was going to be running this series is until I get either the reward, so the pack that I just got, or 3 matches, whichever takes longer. Because I don't want to make a 10-minute episode, but at the same time, I don't want to make an hour-and-a-half episode. Let's just ignore that last week exists. Did I already complain about the coffee and tell you that I threw out the previous... Yeah, did I? I hope I did. Anyhow, there was a comment from Jamie Souls asking why this was rare rather than epic or legendary. I feel like this is a modest reflection of my my ability in game. Because if I made it legendary, it would seem really, like, arrogant or presumptuous. Like, totally, yeah, no, I'm so legendary. I'm keeping Flame Strike. I'm not throwing that back. There's a chance I never draw that again. And it's going to be so effective. But the reason that the balanced Highmane reminds me of that is because Jamie's response to that was... Well, if you have to be rare, you're at the very least the balanced Highmane, which I quite enjoy. One of my favorite rares. Coin another... Yep. This seems to be a relatively common play. Oh, they've got the Tespa card back. Hang on. I was about to accidentally concede. Wait, no, can't I change my deck? I can't change my deck back, damn. Okay, I'm gonna trick my opponent into thinking that I have either Arcane Explosion or Arcane Missiles. Right? Because I've held this card, the left side of my hand, the entire time. And they're going to have to trade. Yeah. They so scared. A Stone Tusk Boar actually charging for face is worth way more than trading a Web Spinner. Oh, a Starving Buzzard. That's going to be really good. Okay. Starving Buzzard, holy shit. I love it. I can't wait. Just gotta have a board full and then just trade them all away. Oh my god. Oh. Trade it away, trade it away, trade it away now. Okay, I've got to hope my opponent goes face. So if they didn't have Lightning Storm last turn, they would have had to top deck it this turn in order to have it. Obviously. So I'm going to rely on them not having Lightning Storm. You don't hit a 4-2 down into something, do you? You're going to keep it stealth, aren't you? Yeah, stealth it forever. Yeah! Oh, baby. Do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven that love comes first, I believe it is. Ooh, baby. Heaven is a place on earth. Wait, what? Whenever you summon a...
Whoops.
That's fine. That's fine. Strategy. It was planned. Fuck me. I'm a dumb dude. That's not ever how the Starving Buzzard worked. I'm thinking of Cult Master. I think what happened in my brain is I remembered that the Cult Master and the Starving Buzzard are interchangeable in certain decks. So I was like, yeah, no, that's totally how that works. So my opponent's going to be able to do the stupid shenanigans unless I Flame Strike this turn, which means that I basically have to Flame Strike this turn. I can't let them get that many card draws on top of me. Luckily, I've got Starving Buzzard, Web Spinner, Timberwolf, so I've got relatively large amount of... That was a very delightful sound, I'm sure. Ping, Vaporize, and... Sure. Sure, why not? Oh, if my opponent has a fucking boar, I'm gonna be the saddest dude of all time. Good thing I don't have a Murloc on board. Whew. I would have to unstable portal a Murloc in order to have one. They're not even gonna attack this turn. Watch him. Watch him. Slimy little bastard. Okay, so that's checking for Spellbender and Counterspell. So they know it's either Vaporize or the other one. What, that's not how you remove cards? Whee! Okay. Let's try that again. Looking... very much looking for a Flame Strike here or something. Job's done. Well. I managed to find a lot of Web Spinners. That's good, I guess. Oh dear. Oh, it could be Duplicate as well, so they know it's either Ice Barrier, Duplicate, or Vaporize. And they played around Vaporize relatively well. Why I say relatively well is they've, like, filled their board, so I can't actually kill all of the minions on their board and leave just the Sabat Highmane to die to the Vaporize. Squawk! Watch it fly around. Watch the Corehound fly. Bet you didn't think that could work. Totally work. Not good. No bueno. Huh? Why would you do that now? You played around it so heavily before. I mean, now I guess they're going all the way with LBJ on this one. Oh, I'm gonna burn my top deck. Damn it, I lost a web spinner. Fuck it. Kind of needed it to kill this. Oh well. Draw 2 cards? No. The thing is, I filled my hand. So now no top deck can save me. Like, I'm never gonna get another card. This is so sad. That actually does more damage to my face if you sack it into the... Because it gives 2 damage to the Scavenging Hyena and only does 1 damage to my face naturally. So sacking it into the Stampeding Kodo is actually more effective in terms of face damage. And more effective against the possibility of me drawing board clear. That obviously 2 damage, 2 damage. It's even to trade that here. Although you lose out on 1 health on the board. Okay, so what I need to do is get Flame Strike. Or, no, I need a stronger removal spell. So actually I need to cast that and then Arcane so I don't burn anything. But this means I can't actually play a Flame Strike if I get it. Okay, so I've got an Arcane Missiles. I need a few hits on this, I guess. No. Mo. 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 That was not what I needed. Alright, let's ping that just to make this more powerful because I'm a wild fucking dude. And then bam, bam, bam. Well played and conceded. There was no way out of that. Okay, so Scavenging Hyena meta is very strong. I ought to have assumed that. Now, just for funsies, I may as well play a different class. Tinker's Oil would probably be hilariously fun. Tinker's Oil and Deadly Poison and Blade Flurry and all those kinds of things. So I'm gonna play a Rogue. Fan of Knives, also relatively good. I'm just trying to think of all of the things that are actually relatively, like, really good. Sprints, only if you also have a prep. That's a bit of a stretch. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Let the hunt begin.
Watch your back.
I apologize for how gross that sounds. I still do not have a kill switch on my microphone. We will be getting some new kits soon, which will give me the ability to do that. Head crack? Damn, I don't want that at all. Coin the other one? No. Interesting. I'll wait to develop the dagger when I slow down. I mean, if I developed the dagger last turn, I would have a dagger and a 1/1. My opponent would have nothing. But, yeah, it's not really that good.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be able to, like, combo trigger this almost every turn because I'll have a cheap minion to play. So what if I just fucking head crack him to death? This would be the curb stomp match, right? Just fucking web spinner, head crack. Next turn, young Dragonhawk, head crack. Head crack forever. It's my favorite Minecraft server. That's a Minecraft server, right? Minecrack? Or am I just totally off base? I don't play video games. What are you fucking talking about? I'm not a nerd. Head crack. Boom. Go for the head. I've already got the reward. I don't need to win this match. I need to head crack forever. If my opponent can't develop something that wins the game before I head crack them to death, I win the game. And that's value right there. That's unfortunate for me. Oh dear. That's got to be freezing trap, right? It's not snake trap because my opponent filled the board, so they would only get one snake out of it. Ooh, betrayal. That's good board clear right there. Oh, it's Guzrilla. Oh, cool. That's got to be that's got to be explosive trap, which means Guzrilla will be real badass. Do that. Removes 2. Oh, Savannah Highmane, man, I've got some strong turns coming up. But for now, head crack him. Crack that head. Crack it good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's right. I turned that into the Inspector Gadget theme song right there at the end. You didn't see that shit coming. Oh man, that's powerful. Oh baby, do you know what that's worth? All right. Oh, it could be Snipe as well. That's interesting. Don't be Snipe. It wasn't Snipe. That's interesting, because that turns an Emperor Cobra into like a 3 damage removal spell. A 3 damage assassinate, if you will. Oh, dear. See how our opponent goes with it. Oh, fuck you. I don't even have removal for that shit. I'm pretty sure they win off the back of that. Like, I kill that this turn, and then I lose afterwards, I guess. I kind of just have to. Yeah, there's no way that I can actually win this right now that I can see. 6, 12, 6, 12, 13... 15. I can get 15 damage out next turn if my opponent leaves the board state like this and doesn't kill me. See, I wanted to kill this, but if I kill this, I lose because this gets buffed up. My opponent just sends these in. So it becomes 4, 6, 10, 12. It would actually have lethal just off the back of that. Oh yeah, hero power, you win the game. Well played.
Well played.
Not yet, but they will. They will, because I have to run to face in order to even have a chance to win. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I would have lethal. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Well played. I backstab this guy. Then I head crack. And then I would attack with this. And then that would do damage to... Look, I attack with this and then I lose, right? What? Hit this! Hit this!
Can't do that.
That's not what I thought that was. It's fine. I didn't win anyway. Was there any way that I could have won there? Only with misdirecting that into Guzrilla. That's all I could have done. Well played. Concede.
I give up.
Now, I know that seems very anticlimactic because we just lost at the end, but we did win our very first match. I will remind you that. It's a nice little gimmick. I'll probably be playing a fair bit of that in my spare time. Or at least a little bit of it in my spare time. Okay. Just because it's basically a competitive version of the Hunter Challenge, which I was asking for a long time because I thought it was dope as fuck. But then again, it's so governed by RNG. As we saw there, people that get kind of like the big hitter cards, the big swinging dicks of that deck, you know, we're talking about cards like the Tundra Rhino, we're talking about cards like the Scavenging Hyena, we're talking about cards like the Starving Buzzard, which would be so much better if it wasn't nerfed. Oh man, I think the Starving Buzzard might not have been nerfed at the start of when the Hunter Challenge for Naxxramas came out, because I seem to recall playing one in an early game and then just like 1, 2, 3, just drawing through the whole deck because it was all web spinners. But yeah, there's also some more governing RNG effects in you've got random spells from your class. So you can't always be guaranteed a good draw. You might just get a shitload of spellbenders and it's like, what am I gonna do with these? That's fine though. I kind of dig it, right? It's not an intensely competitive week. Like, the other preset week that we had, which was Nefarian versus Ragnaros, wasn't so RNG heavy, even though there were a lot of RNG cards in the deck, and it was like, if you top deck, it's not Razorgore, Velastras, if you get him early as Nefarian, you can kind of just roll over your opponent, that kind of stuff. So it did have a lot of RNG in it, but it was like, you needed to learn the deck and learn the way to play well with it. And there was like a competitive atmosphere there, but you could just log in and go, yo, fucking YOLO this shit. This one's more YOLO, so it's not exactly something that people are going to get like intensely into, but at the same time, it's going to be a little bit interesting. So my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. The name of the brawl itself was spiders everywhere. All in caps and exclamation mark. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like. It does let me get my content out to new people. There's also a playlist in the description down below with all of my Hearthstone content, past, present, and future, including Arena, Ranked, Adventures, and Tavern Brawl. And hopefully, we'll see you next week.